Good morning, millennials.
Welcome back to the Toast and happy Wednesday. It is hump day. Don't forget to hump someone you love.
I couldn't forget because Broody decided to join us in studio today for hump day, and I don't think it's a coincidence.
It's definitely not. I heard he had a boner and it was for me. So
classic. Coincidence is God's way of letting us know he exists.
I love that. I never heard that.
You've never heard that? Like coincidence.
It sounds like kind of familiar.
A wink from God.
I thought you were going to quote one of my favorite quotes about God, which is blacking out is God's way of saying, forget about it.
Or one of my favorite quotes about God, man plans, God laughs.
God laughs. Or one of my favorite things about God, what if God was one of us?
Just a slob like one of us.
Let me tell you, I've had a morning.
Claudia, I've had a morning as well. But you go first.
Well, I talked about this a couple of months ago, and it finally came to fruition. My episode of Jay Shetty came out today.
I saw. I'm not watching. Don't worry, I won't watch.
Okay, like so many people in my life texting me. I didn't realize, like I know that his podcast is really big. I didn't realize how many people in my own life like tune into it and like people who don't even really understand what I do for a living. They're like, yeah, I know Jay Shetty. I'm like, you do? And it came out this morning, and it's just like one of those things I didn't realize. You know, like one time when I was like. It was like, I think 2017, I went on Squawk Alley, like the CNBC show at the stock exchange, because Snapchat went public and they were looking for like a young hot influencer to talk about it. Enter Turdy. And when I got off, my phone was blowing up with like people from all walks of my life being like, oh my God, I just saw you. And I'm like, you guys watch Squawk Alley? Like I was so confused. This is reminding me of that. Jackie, I'm like afraid of who this episode is going to reach because it's such a big podcast. I knew that, but like I didn't really know it. And just like seeing all these people like from high school text me like, kill me, seriously, kill me. Because I really was it's probably the most like vulnerable I've ever been on a podcast, but also it's the only podcast I've really ever sat down and talked about like not pop culture, not comedy, just like turdy. And I watched like the first hour of it this morning. I just need to know like what people are seeing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember when I was recording it, I had like, I think just announced that I was pregnant. So I was like really feeling insecure about my body. Meanwhile, I look amazing comparatively. Like, wish I looked like that now. So just like, if you know me, my friend Rachel texted me and she was like, oh my God, Jay Shetty. I'm like, please don't watch it. Like, if you know me, and Olivia texted me too. She's like, I'm watching Jay Shetty, loving it.
Stop
I'm like, please stop.
Like, disconnect her Wi-Fi.
Shannon was like, when does the video come out? I was like, Shannon,
do a power outage at Olivia's house.
Cut the cords at Olivia's house, please.
She can't watch.
So I'm just like, I'm feeling, and I'm not embarrassed about anything that no,
it's
I'm
not
embarrassed,
about embarrassed. It's not even the right word. It's just like
personal.
It's very personal in a way that only people who don't know you are allowed to know these things.
And sometimes it's actually easier to tell a complete stranger your deepest, darkest secret than it is to tell like your sister.
Yeah.
So check that out. It's video and audio, and we love Jay Shetty in this house. And like only he could get me to talk like that. So like, kill me.
Don't worry, I won't watch. Like I saw it, I was like,
all the people in
I know,
all the land, you are the least allowed to watch it. Like we are too close for you to know that shit. Okay.
I agree. I saw the clips and I was like, wow, this looks amazing. I wish I could watch it, but I can't. This episode is not available to me.
You are barred from watching, okay? I'm going to tell Jay Shetty to block you.
I hope you guys enjoy it because I can't.
Yeah, like if there's a particular moment you think Jackie might like find funny, feel free to like, take a video and send it to her. But that's it.
Yeah, that is it.
So that's why I've had a morning, just kind of being a national sensation in the vulnerability community. What have you had this morning?
Just such a busy morning. I have such a busy day today, and I'm still recovering. I was telling you, like, this is taking a while for me to recover from this sickness. I'm now hearing that what I've had was COVID because I was having dinner at Trout's last night, as one does.
One of my favorite restaurants.
Dear Satchel is here.
Yeah, all my sisters are together without me.
Yeah, we all had dinner last night. Margot is staying at my house. She's only here for a night because, like, you guys, we're all going to be together this weekend. And we were having dinner at Olivia's, and I was saying how it's like kind of taking me a long time to like recover from this. Like, I just feel like so like knocked down, like no longer actively sick, but like
weird.
Yeah, foggy, everything. I'm like, it's kind of like when people like would have COVID and you just like still had like the symptoms. And she was like, oh, well, it's COVID that's going around. I was like, but you said Kayla had the flu, and then like Kayla got Harry and Charlie, like, and that's how it all went. She was like, no, I think it was COVID. And I'm like, oh, so I had COVID. Nobody told me I had COVID.
By the way, it doesn't sound like you have COVID. It sounds like you now have long COVID.
It sounds like it's going on 8 days. It's long COVID.
And to be honest, I'm so ready for your long COVID era. Like, I just think that's where you're going to shine.
I completely agree. I didn't know that I had like long COVID, let alone COVID. And when I was labeling my sickness last week, 'cause I feel like it's important to label sometimes.
It is. It feels good to have a name.
But I mislabeled it. I was saying flu. Meanwhile,
it was short COVID, which is now turned into long COVID.
Yeah, but I'm going to fight it. You know, I'm going to get out there. I'm going to push through. I'm going to try and work my brain past the brain fog. I feel like doing the toast, like when it comes to like pregnancy brain, even postpartum brain fog from sickness, I actually love doing the show because it forces me to exercise my brain and move past the fogginess.
The toast is brain camp.
It is. Like my brain would be mush after like pregnancy and everything if I wasn't required to, you know, use my words.
I think reading has helped you get your brain back.
Yeah, no, everything that they say helps. The toast.
The toast is huge.
I actively have to use my brain every day and it's good. So I'm fighting past long COVID. It will not get me down. Long COVID strong.
LCS.
LCS, thank you.
I also, not only did I have a morning, I have an afternoon. Today is the day.
There are so many days.
Wow. Like I've seriously been talking about this like big thing that's happening to me. I've been talking about it for
physical therapy, coccydynia.
My glucose test.
I was going to get there. That was seriously my next guess.
My glucose test is today. Not looking forward to it. I'm not going to lie. I have not even tried to, people say like, you can try to eat X, Y. I've done nothing. Like I've just been my normal self, which I think is best. I want the best, most accurate results. I'm thinking I'm not going to share my results on Instagram. You'll have to tune into the toast tomorrow to find out. Yeah. And so I know I have to drink that juice. I know I have to fast for an hour before the test, which is definitely going to be really hard for me. So when the clock strikes, like I need to have lunch right after the toast.
You know what you need actually, and something that really helped Dana in her GD journey, which you're obviously not on yet, but if
that's what my future holds.
But would have also helped you in the lead up to the test is sourdough because it's sugarless bread. Like when I saw Dana,
that would have been nice.
When I saw Dana and she had GD and I gave her like a loaf of sourdough and we had sourdough sandwiches and whatever, and she then did her glucose monitor after 0 degree. Like we had like Pargy sandwiches and it was so good for her.
Maybe this is my foray into sourdough. If medicine takes me that way.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, good luck drinking it. Good luck eating.
I've heard such mixed messages about the drink.
I mean, it's yucky in the way that like drinkable medicine is like a little yucky, but
somebody said it tastes like orange soda. Like I heard it's good.
It's really, really sweet orange soda. Like,
okay,
it's a little yucky, but then you drink it and it's not horrible. It's just like not my favorite tasty beverage.
And you have to drink it all in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but it's one of the shirt bottles.
Oh,
it's very shirt.
I think a lot of like the glucose test mania is like overhyped on social media. Like,
yeah, people want to have
I'm being dramatic.
Moment. People want to have their moment, Claudia.
Because I think that like I think I'm going to be disappointed when I get to the test.
Yeah, and then it's a blood test. Not fun.
Yeah. So you chug. You have to wait an hour. Mm-hmm. In that hour, I actually have a scan, so I'll be busy.
Right.
And because I planned like really well. And then I'm going to go back, get your blood taken. Yeah.
Okay. Big day.
Huge day. It's also, we have like a really fun, exciting week. So tomorrow I'm headed to Florida for a wedding. So I'm going to see my sister, which is just a bonus. And so Friday's episode, we're going to be together.
Yeah.
We actually have booked like kind of a sick Pargy studio. So get ready for like new studio vibes. You know, we get new personalities every time we enter a new studio.
Yeah, and we just get to like walk into an office, throw our handbags down.
And get to work.
And that will be like a fun environment. I'm really excited. And then we're going to spend the day together.
Yes, like shopping. I'm going to see my kids. I cannot wait to see all my kids. I'm making all the kids come see me.
Yeah, we're going to have fun.
Yeah, I'm excited too. It's kind of like a big week. Today we have the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap, which I did watch this morning. I completely forgot about it. They're so forgettable.
It's been very forgettable. Last night's episode was a real low.
It was,
but I also over 2 hours to watch it.
I have a lot of thoughts. Like nothing happened, but I would never comment on someone's like, interpersonal family relationships, but Sutton like really put it out there for us.
I mean, yeah, she did.
I have like a lot of thoughts.
I think she hopes you would comment on it, considering.
Yeah, but not in the way that she wants me to.
Yeah, we will discuss. Summer House premieres tonight.
You're kidding.
I'm pretty sure that's what I saw on the gram.
Oh, shit.
So
that's exciting.
Yeah, we'll watch that. I have such a busy night. I'm going to an event. I'm speaking a little bit. I'll tell you guys more about it tomorrow because I don't want to jinx it.
Wait, what?
You don't know about this? I have like an event, and I'm like
that you're speaking at.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
What is it? Like a young women's entrepreneurship gala? What is it?
It's a women's event. It's
young professionals.
No, it's about someone else, and I'm just like I'm moderating something.
What?
I didn't tell you about this.
Oh my God, you have like ever since you moved, you're so distant. Like I don't know anything about you. Also, we're supposed to podcast tonight.
Yeah.
Are we not doing?
No, we are after.
What time?
We'll have to confer, but now also with Summer House, like we kind of have to watch Summer House.
Oh shit! Like our plans just got. We God forbid me like one time just want to pre-record an episode so I can get on a plane tomorrow.
No, literally no. We will schedule.
Okay.
But after this, I'm also podcasting with Satchel for the Patreon.
Yes.
Which is so exciting.
Patreon's blowing up this month.
I love podcasting with my little sister because she has to talk to me and she has to answer your questions about what's going on in her life. And it's
so make them really personal, you guys.
I want to know those things because I really would rather not know. But I have to ask for the people.
Yeah. So if you have a question for Margot that's like really deep and dark, put it in our Facebook group so we can get it to her. For you guys, not for us. We don't even care. Like we don't even want to know anything. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So that's what's new over here, Turtaloo.
That's good. Busy things.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're speaking at an event.
I know. And you know how nervous I get.
Can you text me like what it is?
Okay. I'll try and like give you info.
And you'll tell everyone tomorrow what it is?
Yes. I just like don't want to jinx it. You know, like I feel like talking about it.
Yeah, of course. Let's see. Okay. So it's like a local community event? Oh, wow. I don't know any of this. Oh, wow. You've been tapped as like a local lifestyle influencer?
A wee bit, yeah.
Wow. Okay, pop off. I can't wait to hear all about it tomorrow. You guys, and just know this isn't like secret project. She's just nervous. It's like not a big deal.
Yeah, no, I'm just nervous. And I feel like if I talk about it and I brag about it before it happens, then like,
of course,
I'm gonna be like standing there like, hey guys, how y'all doing?
Look at me. I'm also doing something crazy. So I've spent the last like 2 weeks looking for a dress for this wedding. I couldn't really start before that because my body's changed so much. I have tried so hard. Like I have ordered, I have gone to stores, I have really tried, but it's also hard. I really don't want to spend a lot of money at this current body shape. I don't think I'll be this shape really ever again, even if I'm pregnant. Like I'll look different, you know? So I don't want to spend a lot of money. So I've really been struggling, and my last box of dresses arrived yesterday. And it didn't work out. Like I'm just kind of going to this wedding without a dress, which is so crazy. I forgot to update you on like because you've been really helpful in my dress journey. I had three more dresses.
When I saw your Instagram story last night about how you tried on a bunch of dresses and they were bad and you didn't send me any pictures, like I figured it was bad.
And actually the last dress I tried on wasn't bad, but it was far too expensive. Like I couldn't in good conscience like buy something. But so here's what I did.
Well, that I just want to say like that part I don't agree with, that like you can't have an expensive or nice dress because you're at a certain size and you would have spent this much on the same wedding at a different size. And
no, that's the thing. I wouldn't have even at a different size, like of my regular size. It's like I would never spend this amount of money on a dress. Like it's too much.
Okay, but like you shouldn't spend less because you don't like how you look versus how much you would spend if you liked how you looked. Because one, you're fucking pregnant, and two,
it's more so about like spending a lot of money on a dress that I could wear a couple of times is great. But I don't know when I would be able to wear this dress again. When would I ever be invited to a wedding ever again at this exact size?
Yeah, but even at a different size, if you wore a dress to a wedding, like you're not going to wear it again that soon. Like you just wore it, like you're not going to wear it to the next wedding. Like it's a wedding dress, so it's a special occasion dress.
Now you're making me feel like I shouldn't have returned the dress.
Allowed to have like one expensive special occasion dress that makes you feel good when you're pregnant. Like I don't know where you made this law up.
Oh my God, you're literally making me feel bad. Should I keep the dress? It's like it's still.
No, but you just said it wasn't bad. That's how. Did you love it? Like, was it great?
Let me send you a picture. Let me send you a picture.
Greatness, yeah. Like you deserve to like feel great. You're doing great things.
So what I then ended up doing was ordering 3 more dresses directly to my hotel, which is so crazy. Like I know how crazy it is. I know.
I feel like people do that all the time. Meanwhile, I should be working at a department store in sales because I can make like literally nobody can push you to spend money. Push anyone to spend money on clothes like me.
It's true. Okay, I texted you the dress. Like, it's like, it's cute.
You look amazing. And you could tell it's top quality fabric. Now text me the price.
Top quality fabric.
Text me the price.
Oh. I'm like embarrassed. Okay. There you go.
I think you deserve it. You look like a queen that you are.
The thing is, like, I didn't like it that much for that price. Do you know what I mean?
That I understand, and that could be true at any size. But don't like punish yourself with an uglier, lesser dress.
No, it's not uglier actually. They're better. It's from the same brand, but they were all on sale. So whatever. The thing is, I'm going to a wedding without a dress.
I'm going to a party in a limo.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm going to a party without a dress. And like I'm leaving for a wedding without a dress for the wedding, which is so crazy.
I have, those like Norma Kamali long, like the ruche dresses with Diana. I have like a long sleeve one in green, if that's of interest to you, that I wore when I was pregnant. Well, that's the other thing.
I also have 2 sisters who live locally. Like if worst case scenario, like I'll figure something out.
Yeah. But that's the only like pregnancy fancy dress I have, I think. Are you interested?
So I'm going to a party without a dress.
Okay. Well, treat yourself is what I'll say.
And here's what I'll say to myteresa.com. If you don't get me that FedEx 1 to 2 express business day shipping that I ordered, like, because I ordered it last night, it still isn't shipped. Now the wedding's not till Sunday.
Okay, we're good on time.
We're good on time, but like, where is the shipping information?
Just make haste.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Teresa, if you're listening, TikTok on the clock. Party don't start till I walk in. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I look forward to seeing what you wear.
Yeah, me too. It's a journey. It's a surprise.
Now let's get into the Fast 5 stories that you need to know.
And the Fast 5 stories that you need to know are brought to you by Charlotte Tilbury, who has bottled 30 years of artistry into easy to choose, easy to use beauty products. You really can't go wrong. They are flattering for everyone, everywhere, and that's the reason why Charlotte has been dubbed the Queen of Glow. Her rigorous standards ensure that every product is designed and formulated for performance like nothing else on the market. So take her iconic Hollywood Flawless Filter, for example, which is one of her most viral popular products. It's one product that lets you blur, smooth, and illuminate the look of skin, plus it's skincare infused for clinically proven hydration for up to 24 hours. So from red carpets to influencers' bathrooms, her legendary icons have gone viral for making everybody look and feel the most beautiful, confident versions of themselves. It's really a performance-based brand. Like they crush it for a reason. I feel like whenever we're talking about the landscape of like makeup brands, celebrity makeup brands, Charlotte Tilbury has been at the top of the game for a really long time. Like all of her products go viral for a reason. Like they really are fabulous. And every time she launches a new product, it's like earth shattering. They just come out with a new foundation that everybody loves. Their lip liners, the Pillow Talk. I think I have one right here. Oh yeah, I do. Pillow Talk. And it's so little. Everybody just loves all of their products for good reason. The Hollywood Flawless Filter is amazing. Their concealers are amazing. Their eyeshadow palettes are amazing. And we have a code, which is so fabulous. It's Toast15 for 15% off on her website, charlottetilbury.com. Plus, new account holders are going to get free delivery. That's Charlotte, TILBURY.com. This ad is brought to you by Charlotte Tilbury, USA customers only, and valid until March 2nd, 2025. For full terms and conditions and exclusions, see Charlotte Tilbury's website. That's like a code I've been using a lot in a personal sense. Today's episode is also brought to you by Purely Elizabeth. Purely Elizabeth is a new sponsor and one of Jackie's faves. They make delicious granolas, oatmeals, and cereals, intentionally crafted with superfood ingredients such as ancient grains, nuts and seeds, and irresistible taste. They are certified gluten-free and non-GMO, and they have plenty of vegan and keto-friendly options. Purely Elizabeth is a certified women-owned company. And what's so fabulous, I feel like a couple of years ago, everybody got like back into like granola and cereal, and only to find like so many of the most popular brands are made with crap. And when you start giving like your kids oatmeal, you start looking really heavily into the ingredients, and Purely Elizabeth is a great alternative. So Elizabeth, her journey started in the kitchen. She wanted to create obsession-worthy foods full of better-for-you ingredients and culinary taste. So she created delicious granola with crunchy clusters, ancient grains, and superfoods to help make good choices easier. So their products are made with ancient grains, superfood seeds, and they contain no artificial flavors, and their products are certified gluten-free. They have plenty of non-GMO, vegan, and keto-friendly options. They're organic oats and nutritious ancient grains and superfood seeds like chia, quinoa, and amaranth, so you can feel good eating it. It tastes delicious. It's made deliciously. It's great for you and your family. Certified USDA organic, gluten-free, vegan, and non-GMO, project verified. Their crunchy clusters are delicious with a unique salty sweet taste. And we have a great offer for you guys. If you go to the website, purelyelizabeth.com, use our code TOAST at checkout, you'll get 20% off. Purely Elizabeth. Taste the obsession. Today's episode is also brought to you by Fatty 15. We're excited to share with you guys C15 from Fatty 15, the first essential fatty acid to be discovered in more than 90 years. So it's an incredible scientific breakthrough that supports long-term health and wellness, and you guessed it, aging and longevity. So the co-founder discovered the benefits of C15 while working with the U.S. Navy to continually improve the health and welfare of aging dolphins. And based on over 100 studies, we now know that C15 strengthens our cells and is a key to longevity-enhancing nutrition, which helps to slow biological aging at the cellular level. So Fatty 15 is on a mission. They are going to repair age-related damage to cells, protect your cells from future breakdown, and activate pathways in the body that help regulate sleep, mood, and natural repair mechanisms that support your overall health. They have 3 times more cellular benefits than an omega-3 or a fish oil. So if you've been taking that, good for you, but try Fatty 15. It's so much better. And it's clinically proven to raise C15 levels, resulting in lower cholesterol, have healthier liver function, improved gut microbiome, improved red blood cell health. So just like a ton of different benefits from this simple step adding into your routine. It comes in a gorgeous reusable glass/bamboo jar, and the refills are shipped right to your door. So Fatty 15 is on a mission to optimize your C15 levels and help you live healthier longer. You can get an additional 15% off their 90-day subscription starter kit by going to fatty15.com/toast and use code TOAST at checkout. That's fatty15.com/toast. Code TOAST at checkout. Code TOAST.
Thank you, code TURT.
What can I say except you're welcome? What is the actual words after that? For all the
do.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's like, yeah, it's a little
Hey,
Lin-Manuel
it's okay, it's okay, you're welcome.
Our first story, Kylie Kelce is on Call Her Daddy this week talking about, Kylie, but also talking about Tailored. She answered a bunch of questions about her and Taylor's relationship, when she met Taylor, when she found out Taylor and Travis were dating.
Oh my God, long COVID is taking Kylie Kelce down as well. Oh my God. Oh, long COVID strong.
I could
long
stop,
COVID strong.
But it's still there, Should I just let her
move
rip?
your mic out of the way?
Yep.
And just let it rip. She has to do what she has to do. And this is a show that's recorded live to tape. If you want it up early, we're not gonna be able to edit out these coughs, you guys. We are just that authentic, okay?
So much better. Thank you.
Of course.
So Kylie Kelce revealed when Travis told her that he was dating Taylor, or when they found out, actually, because she said that Travis didn't tell her and Jason. They found out together, but she didn't say how they found out.
Okay.
Anyways, on the new episode of Call Her Daddy, Alex was asking how her and Jason learned that Taylor had come into the picture. She said, "I'm assuming your family was getting told this in some capacity," Alex said, to which Kylie responded, "We were not. I will say we knew before everyone else, but it was not it did not hit the group chat. They said that they found out together, but we knew before they hard launched at a game together." So I wonder,
so they didn't find out with everyone, but they didn't find out from Travis.
How do you else find? I guess they have mutual friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Or maybe the parents. Maybe Donna knew and she slipped it.
To be honest, I'm not really entirely interested in how these two found out. To me, that's not the most interesting part. And I have no proof of this, just based on vibes. I feel I know Taylor well. I've studied her my whole life. And I'm learning so much about Kylie. She's new to the public sphere. And I just can't see these two really getting along in a way outside of being potential sister-in-laws. They're both lovely and nice, but on a real personality level, I don't think these two would find each other in high school and be good friends.
I agree. And I don't think that that's necessary. It seems I also feel in this interview, Kylie answered every question. She didn't give a ton of extra information. She wasn't glowing about Taylor, but it was reminding me of Donna Kelce on GMA. It's fine.
Yeah. It could come off rude, but it's more so media trained.
It's media trained and just not wanting to talk about Taylor if she doesn't want to be spoken about. So she's answering questions from her perspective, but not going in on all these details. She shared that they bonded over vacationing down the shore in the same towns when they grew up.
Taylor went down the shore. I can't see it.
People in Pennsylvania, yeah, they go.
Yes, I know.
Down the shore, and that.
I can't picture Scott's and Andrea and Andrew and Taylor
it's not it's not Jersey Shore the show.
No, I know, but I just
it's
because
just
the Jersey Shore
beach.
is a very popular beach town.
Yes.
There's many different towns we know from the show, but most of it is just suburban Jersey. I know. I just can't see it.
Yeah, they weren't in Seaside. They were just at their local beach.
What is Taylor's? Oh, Austin Swift. I called him Andrew. I'm watching too much Desperate Housewives.
And then Alex had also asked Kylie if she tried Taylor's food, like homemade cooking before, because they said that they've been on a double date, not to a restaurant, but to a house. She was like, yeah, but I haven't eaten her food because I was 8 weeks pregnant and everything just like made me sick. So
got it. That's funny.
Yeah. So like there wasn't that much there, but now we have a little bit more information.
Yeah, I also feel like with the Donna Kelce like vibe, how you said, like sometimes it could seem like they hate Taylor, but mostly they're just like afraid and don't want to say the wrong thing.
Right.
I also think like at some point it does get annoying to like just constantly be asked. I always think that like when I saw Gracie Abrams was on the cover of Cosmopolitan, and obviously like a huge part of her life and her fandom is like the conversions of Taylor Swift. She opened for Taylor. So like the questions are natural, but I feel like that happens a lot with Taylor where she gets brought up in like random spaces and it's annoying. And like for Kylie, like she's out here like a mom of 4. She's a spokesperson for her community. She's an athlete. She's pregnant. She's a podcast host. Like it's in every interview. And of course you have to ask about Taylor.
Yeah.
But like it also could be like, okay, like, can I have a moment to myself?
Yeah, I think it was just like a piece of the interview. I think it's what Kylie expects like going into any interview. And I don't know. And if you don't ask any questions, that's also weird.
No, you have to.
You have to for the audience, but also it's a part of Kylie's life. Like it's a very big, like interesting part of her life now.
Yeah. Speaking of like internet stuff, I, over the weekend during the Super Bowl, I have thought this for quite some time, just being like a chronically online big time loser. But then I saw a lot of conversations on like social media, specifically TikTok, being spoken about Alex Earl's relationship with Alex Cooper. And I had thought for a while that like they kind of fizzled, like they were hot and fast for like a couple of months. And then it fizzled, which is natural. Like Alex Earl's doing a million things. She's like the face of a million brands. But they were then at the Super Bowl together.
Well, it's not like natural to fizzle when you work together. Like it's not like
you legally can't.
Yeah, it's not like they were besties and now they've gone in different directions or someone got a boyfriend or whatever. Like they were seen a lot together and doing a lot together because they're working together and they're
contractually obligated.
They're still technically working together. So that's what makes it unlike an other fizzle.
And I think it became like so glaringly obvious when they were at the same event this weekend, the Super Bowl, and Cooper, I'm just going to use last names for the sake of brevity. Cooper was like throwing a bunch of events for her company, and Earl is a part of that company, and all the talent that's a part of the company was there posting, and Earl was not.
Right. And they're in the same town. It's not like much of a lift. There's definitely beef. And we were talking about this with like the Spencer Pratt of it all. And the more that I think about that situation, like
the Spencer Pratt,
the same day that he's dragging Cooper,
her boss,
Licks versus Lex. Licks.
It's Licks versus Lex.
It's Licks versus Lex. Licks is on IG Live with him dancing to his wife's song while he's dragging the boss out by her hair. Like, there is something. And then Nola just completely confirms that. Like, there's no... the question now is, like, what happened, not did something happen?
Yeah, and so a lot of people are pointing to this episode of Alex Earl's podcast that she now, it's kind of rebranded. She hosted with her sister, which I think was a great call. I actually really like the sister.
A remote sister podcast.
It's a remote sister podcast. They had their dad on. They had their dad on.
Okay.
And I didn't know that their dad like manages them. I mean, he's a very successful business person. They own like they're like very independently wealthy. And he owns a huge trucking company.
Yes.
And if you actually have ever been in the tri-state area and you're just like on the highway, you'll see one of his trucks. It's called Earl's Trucking or something. Like it's huge.
Yes. But him managing them is kind of new. He wasn't managing since the beginning, right?
No, I don't think so, because it was the first time I had heard it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's such an interesting fact. And I love, when people keep things in the family. I feel like I would have heard that. So the first time, my introduction was when she released a podcast with him like 2 months ago. And they were just talking about like his POV on them and their careers and his, business background. And he had said a couple of things that are now, I think at the time didn't really make waves, but now appear to be making a little bit more sense. Just being like, yeah, like now that he's involved, we're going to start doing things a little bit differently. And he's like, there were some things I saw at the beginning of your career that I wasn't entirely comfortable with. And I think a lot of people had just immediately drawn her interview on Call Her Daddy. They thought he was referencing that because they do get like, very sexual. They were like talking about anal.
And why are people drawing from that? Like, is there a...
He must have made it seem more clear than I'm making it in this moment. I'm just paraphrasing.
Okay.
But, and it also he could be talking about something completely fucking different. We're just we're all speculating here.
Yeah.
But that's what the internet sort of assumed But maybe we're all just like looking for clues now because of the Super Bowl thing. Like, I've been like watching this being like, oh, these two definitely don't get along anymore. And like something's, and she's going to leave the network when her contract is up. I don't know when that is, but I think the Super Bowl and like the lack of them being together, even spotted once, made this like a much more mainstream thing now where I'm seeing it all over my social media. Whereas before I was just like, you know, thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, I wonder what's going on.
Yeah. But there's definitely something going on, but she's still at the network.
Yes, well, contracts are contracts, but she's not supporting the network. That's the thing. And I think a part of when you become a talent on that network is you go to events, you do products, you make content for social media, you guest on other Unwell shows. It's like, it's a full-time job, and it's, clam bakes, trips to the Cape. And she just, and she was doing that at one point, because I remember she went to like South by Southwest when it was just like her and Madeline Argy. Those were like the first two talents. But radio silence ever since.
Yeah. Yeah, storms a brewing.
I know. I'm like, to me, this is like gossip I find interesting. Like, this is internet drama, podcast drama. Like, I need to know.
It's internet and podcast drama, very much so. TikTok and pod.
The convergence of our two favorite things.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Right now, there's nothing to know because it's just the dearth that's there. You know, it's just the absence of something.
Right. Nobody's spoken on it.
Yeah, it's not the presence of anything yet.
I want to see something. Yeah, her show on the podcast network still says Unwell. So she is like legally and probably like ad sales wise being distributed by Unwell.
Yeah. Well, also just a little more Kelce family news is that Jason and Travis's.
Jason and Taylor, yeah, ship.
Jason and Travis's new episode of New Heights came out. And I just want to give Travi a lot of credit for showing up on the podcast with his tail between his legs. Like, he has had a rough, emotional few days, and to go and talk about your big man feelings, like about the game, is very big of him. And I feel like they could have pushed a week.
Yeah.
And he didn't. Mad respect. No,
and I wanted to give credit to Jason, because that's also like a hard job for you to do, where like, you're involved a little bit, but you're supposed to sort of be like steering this ship while keeping the show entertaining. And he did make me chuckle a couple of times. Like, he did a really good job as a podcaster in that moment, but also a brother and friend.
Yeah. Yeah. So Travis and Jason released a new episode of New Heights. Travis was talking about, you know, the emotionality of the game, how they just like couldn't get any momentum going. He had made a couple of bad decisions that he regrets, and he's obviously just feeling in his feelings about the game. They also said that before they started New Heights, they went months without talking to each other sometimes, and how the podcast has really kept them close.
Yes, I saw that too, which I loved. Quickly, just back to Travis's like monologue about the Super Bowl. He like did this thing that I also saw Patrick Mahomes doing in the press conference immediately after the game, where it was like blaming yourself, being like the reason we lost was all my fault. I wasn't a good enough leader. I was making mistakes and it's like, okay, well, that's just not true. Like, you all were bad. Just like we stunk as a team collectively.
Part of being a team. Like, you want to.
It's part of being a leader.
And you want to protect your teammates. You just beat yourself up for the things that you could have done that you didn't do. And I think it's going to be a little bit of time before he's moved on.
Do you feel like he is going to retire?
So
it's not like so obvious. I feel like with Jason, it was like he didn't say it, but we just knew based on a multitude of things. I feel like it could be a little early for Travis, but if he did, like, it would be good too.
I don't think he's going to retire, but I do think now this is the march to retirement. But like, I don't think you start dating Taylor 2 years in and now you're like unemployed and you used to be busy every day and now you're sitting on the couch recording your podcast.
It's giving Joe Alwyn. Like, it's giving Joe Alwyn get a job.
For his relationship, like, he wants to still be that guy. I don't think he wants to go out this way. I think he wants to prove them all wrong at least one more time. Mm-hmm. And I think he's going to keep going. He's just going to work harder and then he'll retire in like 2 years or whatever. I don't think it's this time, but I definitely, for the first time in a serious way, it's like in the air.
It's also hard because Travis is 35 and Patty Mahomes is 29. So like that 6-year age difference like is where like your career is, you know? Those are like the best years. So I could see him like almost staying to keep up with Patty and be this dynamic duo that they are, you know, Patrick and Travis, Travis and Patrick. But Patrick was born in 1995. Like, that's really crazy. I am older than Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Travis. I was like, oh my God. No, that makes sense. That tracks for
No, Jackie,
Patrick.
Travis was born in 1989.
Of course he was. I also feel like even though Travis isn't as good as he once was, he's probably still better than a lot of tight ends.
Most players.
Until he's the worst tight end on the field. Like, don't give up.
No, never give up.
Not until you're the absolute worst.
Worst. That's a really, really good place to be.
I don't think he will retire right now. And I know that I'm speaking like with a lot of confidence about this. Mm-hmm. But why can't I? Like all the other analysts do it. What do they know?
No, seriously. Just call me Stephen A. Smith.
Call me Colin Cowherd, my mortal fucking enemy. It's crazy.
Why?
My husband can't go one day without listening to Colin Cowherd. It must be how like toaster husbands feel about
of course.
us when they like hear our voices coming down the pipe with these like people with these like bad takes and like annoying voices. Like that's how I feel about Colin Cowherd. Worst fucking takes.
Oh, that's so funny. And then you like meet a toaster in the wild with her husband who like kind of hates you, you know? And he's like taking the picture like to be a good husband. And you could tell like he knows who you are. He's like, yeah, we listen in the car. And you know he just like wants to actually shoot you just to end the misery. We've all been there. So I get it. Yeah, we are some people's Colin Cowherd.
I know the feeling, I just want to say. And it's tough.
Who's my Colin Cowherd, Claudia, Jackie Oshry? Let me think. Like, who does Ben listen to for takes that literally gives the worst takes ever? Ben doesn't like really consume content.
But what about like creators that it's always piping through his phone? Like,
but he just goes through phases like of interests. Like he'll be really into like Eastern medicine for a while, and he'll find like a bunch of like meditative, sort of like Jay Shetty, like, you know, spiritual leaders. And then he'll get really into like punk music. Like he just like goes, like he doesn't have
like
consistent
a North
fave. No.
Okay. I guess that's
I'm trying
better.
to think. Like, who does he even follow on social media? Like when he scrolls through. Oh, I'm sorry. I know who my husband's Colin Cowherd is. It's these four guys.
It's Alex Cornishelli.
Correct. And they don't even give takes. I just am forced to watch. So Ben is obsessed with this group of guys on TikTok. It's like four guys and they go and play mini golf. And they make really high quality videos of the game. And it's like a 5-minute video rundown of all the holes being like, Sam is going for a part 2. And they get like really high quality like video shots. It's fucking insufferable to watch and listen to. He thinks it's so cool. I know he would die to go play a game with them and like get in one of their videos because Ben loves mini golf. I find it like ringing in my ear.
That's so funny. He also loves golf. Does he follow any golf commentators?
No. Just himself.
Does he watch golf?
Yes. Golf doesn't have like raging commentary. It's like a silent sport.
Yeah, but these people will comment on anything when it comes to sports.
1,000%.
Like it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Are you ready for our next story?
Is this only number 2? Because that was like 4 stories in one.
Yes.
Cool.
Mandy Moore is slamming Amazon for allegedly delivering a package to her in-laws' home that was destroyed in the LA wildfires. So Mandy Moore posted a photo to her story of like a totally burnt down home, and in front of it is an Amazon package. And she wrote, "Do better, Amazon. Can we not have better discretion than to leave a package at a residence that no longer exists? This is my mother and father-in-law's home. SMH." Shaking my head. People don't use
Mandy
SMH.
Moore throwing around an SMH is what makes this story Fast Five worthy.
Too bad it wasn't an SMDH. Shaking my
SMFH. Shaking my fucking head.
We don't use SMH enough.
And we don't SRHs enough either.
Ugh, shaking my head.
So I saw this and honestly, like, I kind of rolled my eyes. While, yes, it is really crazy that like the package is like outside of a door that no longer exists.
I think he ordered something.
Right. No, and like I had to think about the driver. Like the driver still has a job to do. I imagine like if you lose packages as a driver, like you are docked in some way. Like what is the driver realistically supposed to do? And to be honest, like if I ordered a package and I had a house that burned down and it said delivered, like I would go and get it, you know?
Yeah.
Like at least you kind of know where it is. And I just think like in the grand scheme, Mandy Moore has lost everything. Her in-laws have lost everything. She's been like one of the most vocal people, like a celebrity who really lost a lot. Like this like isn't really worth her time and energy. That's just how I feel.
No, I agree. They ordered something. Like,
Well, by the way, this is totally what happened.
The
I just
subscription?
know- No.
Oh, I
no.
thought it was a
That's a good
subscription.
call. It's happened to me all the time, like when you move and you forget to update your address.
Right.
So like they like are in a rental or something and they needed towels because they're whatever. And they sent the towels to the old burned down house. Like I know how it happened. And it's unfortunate for sure. Amazon has amazing customer service. And it's just like, it's really not Amazon's
no,
fault.
but like in that moment, the driver had a package to deliver to an address and he was probably just as confused as we are all watching this picture. But like that might be, someone might not have an address where they could ship things, but they have you know, this address. And so you would go and pick it up. I don't like, this is obviously like a weird visual, you know, and it's not how packages
also,
should get delivered. But
I have some more
don't think
logistical
someone
questions.
did something so terribly wrong.
Of course not. But I do have logistical questions for the Amazon driver. Like when an entire block of homes is burned down, how do you know which is like house 39?
GPS, like your destination's on your left and just plop.
Yeah.
Plop.
Somewhere. And yeah. I think as a celebrity, like when you use your platform to complain like about customer service, like you have to be really particular because it does look like out of touch for a celebrity to be like, Delta, you didn't give me a refund. It's one of my least fucking favorite things. Like,
yeah.
It's okay for regular folk to do. Like that's what social media is so great for, is like getting access to customer service you might not get just like waiting on the phone. When celebrities do it, it is so out of touch. I don't care if we were just talking about Jessica Chastain versus JetBlue, the people versus JetBlue. Like it was, and she's probably right. Like give her $1,500, but it's like, girl, you have an Oscar. Like you'll be fine. So you have to be really prudent as a celebrity when you're going to use your platform for a customer service need. And I don't think that this was worth it.
I don't think so either. And I don't know what the solve would have been here. Like, so they just should have lost the package because really like,
by the way,
if you're not delivering any, take it back to the warehouse, like it's gone.
And it sounds like since they were able to take a photo of the box that they got the box.
It's kind of like Amazon can deliver anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, no, it's kind of admirable. Like no matter the circumstance, this post-apocalyptic street in Los Angeles, like Amazon still shows up. And by the way, you don't know what the driver has been through. Has the driver lost his home and like the driver's just trying to get through the day and like get a paycheck and just deliver packages? Like, I don't know. It's an L for Mandy.
It's kind of a good advertisement for Amazon.
Yeah, like rain or shine, fire and rain.
And brimstone.
We will
got
be
your
there.
Package.
And that's the kind of delivery I've come to expect from Amazon. So I'm not shocked to see that big box. And you know there were towels in that box. It's just like such a perfect size for towels.
You think people, the Moores get their towels on Amazon?
It's the Moore-in-laws. So what's her husband's name?
The Moore sister.
Exactly.
What's her husband's name? Goldsmith.
She married a Jew.
Does Goldsmith?
So really is her Machatanum sister.
Does Goldsmith get his towels on Amazon?
I forgot to tell you, but 100%, by the way.
Do you get?
I forgot to tell you.
Okay.
No, I don't get my towels on Amazon.
Me neither. I get like everything on Amazon. I wouldn't get towels on Amazon.
My current towels, and I like to rotate them out like quite frequently. My current towels are Brooklinen. After we talked about Machatanum sister, Maddie texted me. She's like, I love it. She wants to be called Machatanum sister from now on.
That just cracks me up.
Me too. We're hilarious.
We are hilarious. Are you
so
ready?
Overlooked? Let's not get into it, but we're so hilarious and overlooked.
Are you ready for our next story?
Mm-hmm.
It's for you and you alone. Tarek Moussa admits that he accidentally called his wife Heather by his ex Christina's name. He said, "I'm lucky to be alive."
It's giving I Ross take thee Rachel. Emily.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, sounds really funny.
It really was. It also shook the community at the time, like in 1999 when that happened.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware, but people were not okay.
Tarek Moussa makes mistakes like the rest of us, shockingly. And one was almost deadly. So in behind-the-scenes clip of an upcoming episode of The Flip Off, posted on TikTok.
I love that The Flip Off is making so much news.
Of course it is. It's literally the most newsworthy
amazing
thing. Happened.
Yeah.
He revealed that he accidentally once called his current wife Heather by his ex-wife Christina's name. He made the admission after one of his contractors, Brian, called Heather by Christina's name. Tarek joked, "What did you call her? One more time, say it for us." And Heather was like, "Christina." And Tarek goes, "Oh shit, I did that one time. I'm lucky to be alive."
Here's the thing. You know, I'm always the first person to make Tarek and Moussa the villain in a story. And he is most of the time. Given the fact that these two look so similar, Tarek and Christina still co-parent and still work together so much. Like, I can imagine being on a job site with like a beautiful blonde and calling her Christina. Do you know what I mean? He did for so many years.
Yeah.
So I don't think that this is, you know, there was any ill will when Tarek did it. I don't know if I would have shared with the world that I did that, but that's why me and Tarek are different. We are very different, me and Tarek.
You are.
But
I think that's why you get along so well.
We're also inherently the same, and I think that's why we beef so hard, because it's like I hate myself.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, Tarek's only had 2 wives, so it's not like, you know, he'll get out of the habit of Christina. But I feel like for someone who like goes through a lot of like partners, it's better just call them all like a pet name, you know, like Babe or something. That way you never have to really switch it out.
Christina needs to do that.
Yeah, Christina. Like, I'm sure she has a pet name for her boyfriends. That way she doesn't have to like constantly remember their name.
Boo Boo.
Ew.
Boo.
I mean, I'm a Babe girl.
I am Moof Mama.
Totally.
At least I know Ben can never leave me and like use our pet names, because they're not generic like Love Bug, Bunny Hump. It's Moof Mama. It's Moofalish.
Or he could.
He could never call anybody Moofalish. And the thing is that all of our weird nicknames, I guess, are originated from maybe at one point in our relationship, Ben called me Muffin.
Yeah. Move on.
And then it became Moofon, Moof, Moofalish, Big Daddy Moof, Big Papa Moof. Like, yeah.
Yeah, Big Mama Moof.
Big Mama Moof. Big. And
Small Mama Moof.
Now it's like, it's Moofalish. That's what Ben calls me.
Moofalish. You guys are so Moofalish.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like when Ben comes home, what does he say? Like, Moofalish.
Or like Moof. Hey, Moof.
Yeah, no, but we've really evolved to Moofalish recently.
I love a lish. He's Brunjalish.
He's Brunjalish, Moofalish, and he's Papa.
Okay.
I wonder, like, if our kids are going to call him Papa instead of Daddy.
Papa.
I so want my kids, like, Ma? Papa? I want them to be, like, Eastern European shtetl. Like,
yeah.
Love that.
Well, Tarek.
And I also think if you train your kids to call the father Papa, they will say Mama first, as opposed to Dada. That's what actually my physical therapist who just had a baby, she was telling me, life hack, if you don't want them to say Dada first, make them call like father.
Oh, that's really funny. Like, make it too hard. I just want to say, like, both of my kids said Mama first.
Slay the house down. Yeah, that's right. Mom of the year, world's greatest mom. You bitches could never raise in the standard for women.
Except Harry did say Bruno first.
Well, as he should. I actually had a dream. Oh my God, my dreams are so crazy.
Also, babies love bees. So Bruno's actually a great dog name. Like, if you have little ones and you want to get a dog, Bru. Like, it's so easy for them to say. It's really fun.
I had a dream that Bruno came to live with Ben and I, because, you know, like, we secretly want that to happen.
You do? But also secretly you want me to take Romeo.
Yeah. But Ben, I don't know if you know, like, Ben really feels very strongly about Bruno.
He doesn't like his lifestyle.
Ben thinks that Bruno's not reaching his full potential living in Florida. Like, he thinks that living here in New York with us and Romeo, like, Bruno would be much happier. He thinks Bruno's depressed, and he thinks it has to do with his lifestyle.
Why? Because he's like in the home, or because he's like abused by his brothers?
Well, he's just like, if you look at him, like, he doesn't seem happy all the time.
Oh, I don't know. I put a heated blanket down on my bed this week because I was
sick.
He's
a grandma. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
Like, yeah, he's a grandma. But like,
how old is he?
4.5.
He's giving 14.
No, but
and a half.
But like, Bruno loves cozy ever since I've met him. Even when I was pregnant with Harry, so Bruno wasn't even a year, and I got a heated blanket. Like, the way the boy's eyes lit up, like, Bruno loves cozy.
I just want to let you know, if you ever like felt like Bruno wasn't fitting into your lifestyle anymore, or one of the kids developed an allergy, like whatever, Bruno is welcome in my home. Ben would love to rehabilitate him and like make him into a guard dog who like goes on 4-hour runs.
Well, he goes on an hour walk every day. Bruno's living the life of Riley.
I'm sure Bruno's fine.
Bruno like Ben is so crazy about the dogs. Like, I'm not taking, no offense, like, I'm not taking advice from him. I don't want to be like that.
Ben is really crazy about the dogs. And I do wonder, like, when we have a real human child.
It will change, hopefully.
Because sometimes the way Ben talks about Romeo, I'm like, Ben, He's a dog.
Yeah, like when you guys are here.
And it's the most offensive thing I could say.
When you guys are here, like the concern for Romeo when he's like completely fine.
Yes, I agree. He's dramatic.
Are you ready for our fourth story?
No, is it our fourth story that's brought to you by Squarespace, perchance?
Perchance it is.
So thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's episode. Squarespace, first of all, crushed it at the Super Bowl. We loved their commercial. They are the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. So whether you're just starting out, you're managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time. It's done all in one place, and it's all on your terms. And introducing Design Intelligence from Squarespace. Combining 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise with cutting-edge AI technology, you can unlock your strongest creative potential. Design Intelligence empowers anyone to build a beautiful, more personalized website tailored to their unique needs and craft a bespoke digital identity to use across your entire online presence. Whatever you're creating a website for, Squarespace has a feature, a tool, a something, a template to help you kind of sniff out and beat the competition. So if you're looking to connect your social media and multimedia accounts, you can do that. If you're looking to accept payments, Squarespace lets you do that. You can sell content. You can also then really dive into the SEO tools and make sure your business is popping up on all the different search engines. And their visual design tools are really going to get you a website that's extremely pargy, extremely professional looking, but you didn't hire a professional. It's just Squarespace. So head to squarespace.com and they're offering a free trial. Once you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/toast and that link will get you a 10% discount on your first purchase of a website or a domain. So head to squarespace.com, that free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, squarespace.com/toast for 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Today's episode is also brought to you by Quince. Who doesn't love the good things in life? You know, we enjoy a little luxury here and there, just a little. It doesn't mean that you always want to be shilling out the money for it. Until you discovered Quince. So Quince is our go-to for luxury essentials, but at an affordable price. So if you're really trying to like elevate all different aspects of your wardrobe, or like, even like they have sheets at Quince, so like all different aspects of your life, but you want to be a little bit more prudent, which is kind of becoming my new favorite word. We'll talk about that after. Quince is such a good resource for that. So Quince is high quality items. They offer a range of high quality items, but the prices are within reach. So they have 100% Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They start at just $50. Unheard of. They have washable silk tops, dresses, organic cotton sweaters, 14 karat gold jewelry. And the best part is that Quince's items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They do that by partnering directly with top factories, and then they cut out the cost of the middleman and pass the savings on to the customer, which is just so beyond generous of them. And they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices with premium fabrics and finishes. I have so many fabulous items from Quince, they have athleisure, I have nice cardigans, I have great trousers, I have cashmere sweaters. They wear really well. They're like some of the nicest pieces in my closet, and they did not break the bank to acquire. So give yourself the luxury you deserve with Quince. Go to quince.com/toast for free shipping on your first order. On your order. Period. And they have 365-day returns, but only when you go to quince.com/toast. That's QUINCE.com/toast for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/toast.
Thank you, /chirp.
You are most welcome.
Our next story, little Skims news, because Kim Kardashian flaunts her comedy skills as the fairy butt mother in a new Skims ad.
I'm sorry, I just checked my phone, like somebody else texting me about Jay Shetty. Like, seriously? Somebody I work with. Like, seriously? Kill me.
Well, I'm sure it's good.
By the way, it wasn't bad. Like, I'm not ashamed of what I put out there. It's like, people know too much about me now.
Yeah, people just know too much about you, but that's always been the case. So just try and forget about it.
Yeah.
Kim showcased her comedy skills in a new advertisement for Skims because they are like releasing shapewear that's like butt enhancers and
enhancing
and like bigger butt, bigger boobs. So she's the
so
fairy
her
butt mother in this new ad, which was actually really cute.
Yeah, no, I was really obsessed with the product launch. Like, first of all, Skims is like always doing crazy things, and everybody's like, that's crazy. And then they like slay the house down. Like, their nipple bra was so popular.
Yeah.
So, and I do feel like I'm not one of these people, like I have enough breasts to go around, and I'm really not like a tushy person. So I'm not the target demo for this particular product, but I know that like there are actually a lot of women who like wear different undergarments, wear different types of clothing to enhance these parts of their body. And so she's kind of really giving women what they want. But I couldn't help but think about like Kim's ass, like in general, right? Like the journey we've been on. When they first got famous, she like really now in hindsight had like the most normal body ever. She just had like an ass that was like a little bigger than like someone else of her size, right?
Yeah.
And the media just became obsessed with it. It was like Kim's ass, Kim's ass, Kim's ass. And so much so that like it kind of got its own personality, and it obviously got bigger with time.
Yeah, and she would like accentuate it in whatever she wore because like that was her thing.
Yes, and it was also like this running thing. Is it real? Is it real? Is it real? And I do believe like when she launched on the scene, she was just like a girl who had like a thicker tush, and it was totally real. And then because she got rewarded for it so much and so much attention, like I do think she ended up enhancing it surgically or whatever. And then the validity of the tushy became like a worldwide, we were talking about it all the time. Like I forget about that time in my life where like everyone was just talking about Kim's tushy. So much so that she got an x-ray on
Tyra?
Was it on Tyra? No, I was on Keeping Up.
Oh, I don't know why I thought.
And she like showed us all her x-ray and it was like, it's real. And it was supposed to like put the whole thing to bed, but the butt was just getting bigger. And then Chloe randomly got a butt and we just know they got it from the same place.
No, and that was like before, so there was no butt implant in there, but like I think, what they've done allegedly, it's like BBL, which is just like injecting with fat, which wouldn't come up on an x-ray. It's not a foreign object.
Correct. So the fact that we have now all these, like we actually never got, like I know that her butt is not real, right? Like I'm not stupid. But the fact that like it was such a topic of conversation in pop culture for actual years, and now she's even profiting off of it, which I love, but without ever like telling us what really, like what is it? Like just, what is it? Like come on, what is it?
No, it's so weird how like, for a while everyone was talking about it and then we don't talk about it and she doesn't talk about it, and like I feel like she would never answer a question about it, still probably to this day, but this ad is kind of bringing the questions up again.
It's reminding me.
Where it's like we have all just sort of accepted we'll never get the truth or the answers that we want. Also, in all the time that she's like lost all this weight, even on the show, like she'll complain about her butt without saying any more.
Yeah, no, and then like when Chloe got a butt, and they also, I think, took things a little
and Kylie
far.
And not Courtney, least interesting to look at, famously. Kendall.
No, but do you remember Chloe's tushy? She obviously, I think she had like a botched something, because there's like a specific season of Kardashians where she wore, I'm remembering this picture, she wore light wash jeans. And her tushy is like, it's actually like a full 6 feet, like 6 inches like off her back. Like it's a shelf.
Yeah, that's a BBL, right?
To me, that actually wasn't a BBL. I don't even know. So I think that they were like trying different things, like surgery wise, and that was, I think, the turning point for them was that season where Chloe, and Kim's was so crazy too, but like Chloe's also just popping up out of nowhere. Kim's was like a 10-year progression that like day to day you didn't notice, but if you looked at a picture from 2010 to 2020, you were like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Chloe's was seriously in 6 months. Like it was so fucking crazy. Chloe, and so that really put everybody back on the conversation. It is so crazy that like we're sitting here talking about a woman's tissue. Like it's disgusting. But like that is what happened.
Yeah.
That was seriously the craziest time of my life.
Yeah, so things have been quiet since then because we also like don't talk about
women's bodies
things. But now she's helping women get a little junk in the trunk artificially, which is a really good product, but it definitely brings up the question again.
It brings up the question again, and I know people are like clowning on her, like this is bad for women. Let me tell you, women are gonna love this. This product's gonna crush.
I don't think
like
this is bad for women. I think this is great.
I don't think it is either.
I think anything that makes you feel more comfortable in your body, especially if it's something that then you don't have to get surgery or do something permanent or do something dangerous or go somewhere to get a surgery because you can't get the one. I think it's great.
1000%. And like if this was an issue that I had with my body, like I would be the first person in line. If she comes out with like,
it's not like something I've ever thought about, but like maybe I should be thinking about it, you know?
If she could come out with like a fupa decliner, like I will be the first person to purchase. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think products like this are actually great.
Yeah, I think it's really great.
Yeah, so she needs to get back in the lab on the Fupalicious decliner, and I will be promoting it for free.
Yeah. So get your butt pants. What are they calling them?
It was the fairy butt mother.
She's the fairy butt mother, but what's the product called? The Ultimate Butt Collection.
Cute.
Yeah, cute. Are you ready for our fifth and final story?
Yes.
Kylie Jenner was out supporting Timothee Chalamet at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival. So Timothee took the stage to collect.
It's giving Orlando Film Festival, first of all. Like,
he took
Santa Barbara Film Festival, that's not a thing.
The SBIFF, the SPIFF. You didn't.
Oh! You didn't say that it was the spiff.
It's not the TIFF. It's the
spiff.
He took the stage to collect the Arlington Artist of the Year award, the prestigious Arlington.
Oh, wow. I wonder how they celebrated such a major milestone.
So, of course, she had to go for the Arlington at the Spiff.
But it was just at, like, a movie theater. It was really crazy to see them, like, in a rec room.
And you could tell she was loving every minute of being his girl, rubbing his back, sending him up there, clapping. She's just Mrs. Chalamet.
She is Mrs. Chalamet. I really can't get over it. They're such an unlikely duo, visually.
No, because they come from different worlds, but then visually, like if you look at by the way, have they ever even done a red carpet together? No. That's so crazy. No, they're both like pale brunettes.
Yes, if you want to be like simple about it. But
no,
the way I see it,
but like
she's like this whole lot of woman, curves, breasts. Like, I'm being really disgusting, sorry, like sexualizing the Kardashians today, but like they are these like really bodacious women.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that people loved about them for so long was that they've never been like pin thin, with the exception of like Kendall, who's a supermodel. They've always sort of represented, even though it's not real, a little bit more of a realistic body. Like they've always talked about their weights and stuff. So they really are like these like curvy, beautiful, bodacious women. And like Timothy's like seriously 90 pounds soaking wet little boy. Like to me, visually, they could not be more different, even though, yes, they're both pale and brunette.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like obviously it works.
Yeah, no, and the longer they stay together and the more events they go to, like, I think they're actually probably well matched. I think they're a good couple. But I'm such a visual person. I see things very visually.
And you still can't see it?
No, I can. I don't know if I get it.
Oh, I get it now. And she looks so happy.
No, by the way, I get it for him. Like, who wouldn't want to date her, you know?
But
he's like a very kind of polarizing.
Just between you and I, not even, we're on the same side, but like, seriously, he's like world's sexiest man for some people.
For some people, but he's polarizing to others too. Like, the fact that he is the biggest movie star heartthrob, he's seriously 4 feet tall.
But he's not short, Claudia. He's just skinny. Okay, I'm going to get his height.
When it comes to the Chalamet family, I'm more of a Pauline Chalamet. Like, she's my girl.
No, I have no issue with Timothee. And he makes my girl happy.
No, it's all good.
So I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for happiness for Kylie and a baby between the two of them.
That would be crazy.
I don't think they'll get married. She's not really the marriage type, but she wants a really big family. And so if that's her partner, like, that's who she's going to have a baby with.
Great. So
get on it. I'm ready.
Little Wolf Chalamet.
That's beautiful.
Would that make her children Jewish? Yes, it would. They could get bar mitzvahed with Mason and Rain.
Yeah, and Penelope.
Of course. I wasn't like skipping over Penelope.
You just forgot.
I wonder what they're gonna raise Elvis as, because Mason had a bar mitzvah.
Who's Elvis?
Is that not her kid's name?
Rocky.
Courtney? Rocky. My bad. Why did I think his name was Elvis?
Rocky is not Jewish. They are both very Christian. So no, Rocky will not.
But like all of his siblings has a bar mitzvah. He doesn't get one?
I think, yeah. He'll get other things.
That's kind of crazy. Like Christmas. Let's like really quickly talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It really wasn't worth the hour I spent watching it this morning.
Did you watch last week?
No, I felt like it was like I could skip it.
You could, but you missed the treat of Kathy's house. It was a treat.
I saw in the previously on, and it looked like seeing my girls, Bose, Erica, Kathy, and Dorit, like dweeb team, obsessed. Her house is gorgeous. I feel like I got the vibes, and I could tell what you meant. Like it was just having hard conversations with good friends.
Yeah, it was like really real girl talk. There was laughing, there was crying, there was hard truths. Like that's how friends really are. It was very pleasant to watch.
This episode was so boring, and I got really weird vibes from Sutton wanting to repair her relationship with her mother
on camera
in the presence of her two friends, one of whom she's literally not friends with, Kyle. Like, yeah, Garcella's her ride or die. Like, you can go through something like that while also being on camera. It felt so weird and so disingenuous, and her journey is her journey, and I don't feel like it's fair to judge anyone, you know, who goes through like what she went through with her dad. Like, that's so hard. But she did put it out there for us to comment on. So my only thought is like, I felt like, yeah, did she have like the most amazing mom in the world who was so loving? No. But it was kind of tough to watch her villainize her mother while sort of only remembering the good of her dad and like memorializing her dad so positively, while she was telling us like he was an alcoholic, like he had his fair share of issues, and she almost has like no resentment towards her dad. Not that she should like, you know, hate her dad who passed, but she had put all of that on her mom. Like, and then when my dad died, we got fish sticks. Like, give your mom a fucking break. Like, it was actually really tough to watch. And then just talking about, my dad used to sit in this chair. And that's what you do when someone passes, of course. Like, you only remember the good. And I just feel like that almost left her mom to be treated like more unfairly by Sutton. And not that she should feel any type of negative way about her dad, because he obviously struggled, but like, to take any, I think a lot of people when they lose a parent, like you feel mad that they left you behind or you feel abandoned. Like, she put all of that on her mom, who ended up having to pick up the pieces. And was she perfect? No. She was a good mom, okay? Like, she put a roof over their heads. Like, I just felt like something was being really unfair.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. It's nice that you watched it so closely to really get that.
I didn't even, every time I picked up, it was like Sutton bitching about something else. And I'm like, oh my God, give your mother a break.
Yeah, to me, it was just crazy that she like can't really talk. This is always so weird when people do this, when it's like someone who they have a really hard time connecting with emotionally. They need to have a hard conversation 20 years in the making. And like, we're going to do it with cameras in front of us. Like, that is like, if that is so weird to me. And I actually felt like she tried to, you know, put her like have this conversation with her mom, like show how she's so evolved and that her mom is like, you know, so hard and backwards. And I felt like her mom's responses to everything she said was like, you know, tough but fair. Like, obviously she
and it really is indicative of somebody who grew up in a different time.
Right. But like not completely unreasonable. Definitely, you know, stoic.
Hard,
but like it wasn't totally what Sutton
evil
like it had expected either.
Yeah, it was just like a tough watch.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe it was because the way she lost her dad, which is so tragic, but it just felt like we were watching a little too much. Like when she went back to the house, I was like, this doesn't need to be filmed. Like,
yeah. And the two episodes
before she even got out of the car, she's like crying. I felt so bad for her. Like, I don't know. It didn't feel like it was the most productive conversation with her mom. It didn't feel like a productive trip. She's not even close with Kyle. Like, I don't know why this whole ordeal had to be filmed.
Yeah, for 2 episodes. And who knows if it will end after next episode.
And I think that the guy who works for her is really annoying.
And the way they treat him is also wrong. Like, he's not great, but like he deserves to be spoken to like a human being. Like
a human being.
So crazy.
Yeah, the whole thing was so weird.
It was like, weird. And it's also like her and her mom aren't close yet. Like Sutton has a house in her hometown and her mom lives there. Like, that's pretty close.
And then the whole conversation about how, like, I guess her mom had really always kind of wanted to be a modern woman who worked, but at the time it wasn't
possible,
common. And that when Sutton, after she got divorced, like went on, I guess they were talking about her role as a housewife, like a real housewife. Because they said, you're like a working woman. Did she work when she was married?
The store.
Oh, the store.
I know.
Oh, the store.
And she wants praise for the store. And she wants her mom to be proud of everything she's done in the store.
I'm going to stand with her mom on that. I didn't realize they were talking about the store. I thought they meant her career as like a celebrity.
They're talking about the store.
Oh, the store. Okay. I didn't get that. I totally forgot because the store's closed.
The Sutton Green line, which was really reminding me of like, what was it, Fallon Unlimited, when she starts that, what's the green initiative she does? She uses her mom's maiden name. What is it with the... Hold on.
Actually, I didn't even watch...
No, it's the first season. She starts like her green initiative, Fallon. Claudia.
Carrington.
Green. And then eventually, I don't want to spoil it.
You can. I'm not watching it.
Eventually, CA acquires it.
Oh.
Morel Green Energy Corp.
Yeah, like she just her wanting praise. I'm sorry, like the thing is, it feels so weird to comment on someone's relationship with their mom. Like, it's so inappropriate. Who the fuck am I? But you put it on TV. So, like,
yeah.
I thought she was just being really unfair and mean to her mom.
Yeah, and especially to do it on TV is, like, really odd to me.
And then in conjunction with just, like, the story of her dad and everything her dad did was amazing. Amazing, amazing. And my mom sucks. She gave us fish sticks. Like, it's called dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, that was,
so,
yeah. I mean, clearly, and she admits, like, this is something she struggles with. Like, it's...
Yeah. But maybe she should struggle with it privately.
I agree, but yeah.
So that's the toast, you guys. Thank you so much for listening to the Toast Millennium Morning Show. We deliver the fast 5 stories you need to know Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast anywhere podcasts can be found. So at Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Video, iHeartRadio, CastBox, all the places. Web visit podcast find us. So toast, leave a 5-star review about how beautiful, about how stunning, about how good talented we are.
Love ya. Bye. Oh. Do we even dare? It's like tearing us apart.
It is. I'm so over it.
Okay, last chance, okay?
I feel like we should just do it like every Friday or something.
No, because
like doing it every day. And did you see yesterday? I was right. You and like your sideways heart.
I know. Okay, so I'm trying to do like a better heart hand, but I am in the right spot every time.
I don't know that that's true, but have a great day, everyone. Love ya.
Bye.